Man, this is a heartbreaking day for my state of Oregon. And if you live outside of Oregon, you need to learn about this because you need to understand what it means to have Democrats run every branch of government in your state and what it does to your state. These people are out of their minds, and now it's costing us another amazing homebred company like Dutch Bros, Dutch Brothers Coffee, announcing that they're moving their headquarters from Oregon to Arizona. And there goes a lot of, probably billions of dollars of investments and jobs. And all because the Democrats have made Oregon an unlivable state, a non-business friendly state. And we're going to get into all of that and show you all kinds of stuff that you need to know here. It's really sad, actually. I'm a big fan of Dutch Bros. I have Dutch Bros every week. And it's just really sad that we can't keep our own businesses here. And we can't keep our own homegrown businesses here. It's just really sad. Before we get into it, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Follow me at Dave Medina PDX across all social media. I really appreciate you guys. Appreciate all the support. We did a video, a social media clip on Project Libertas. That's our C4 kind of Scott Presler inspired nonprofit that I'll be traveling the state in the next year to educate people and get people registered to vote and get them activated, man, because we got to take the state back and look no further than this story right here, man. This is just so tragic. Dutch Bros announced today that they will move their HQ headquarters from Oregon to Arizona. If you guys remember last year, they were moving some of their operations. They were expanding their company. Dutch Bros is like the hottest name in coffee right now. Their stock is going crazy. They're even beating out Starbucks on growth and then their stock prices. Dutch Bros is going crazy, and it started right here in Oregon. They moved some they moved some expansions to Arizona last year, and I called this, man. If we can go find this old clip, that'd be great. But it's gonna be hard. We'll look for it later, John. Not right now. But I said last year when they did this, I said it's just a matter of time before they move this whole operation because Oregon business taxes are out of control. These businesses are choosing to expand outside of Oregon and leave the state because of its high taxes. And we're going to show you and break all of that down for you. So let's go through the story real quick. And let me know what you think in the comments. I want to know this is really sad. This is a sad day for my state, guys. And if you don't know anything about Oregon, the Democrats control the governor's seat. They control both chambers in the legislature, the Senate and the House. They control the Secretary of State. They control the Attorney General. They control everything. And so this is from the Oregonian. Drive-through chain Dutch Bros is formally moving its headquarters from its hometown in Grants Pass to its rapidly growing office near Phoenix. The move isn't a surprise. Dutch Bros CEO Christine Barone has worked in Arizona since the company hired her. You see the Oregonian already kind of positioning this story in a way to let the Democrats off the hook. And the poor business environment of Oregon off the hook. You kind of see how they're shaping this already. Kind of like, oh, this isn't a surprise. She's from Phoenix, Arizona. So it's not a surprise that they're moving to Phoenix because she's from there. No, that's not why they're moving to Phoenix. That's not why they are choosing to move to Phoenix. They hired her in 2023 and the chain began moving many other corporate jobs there early last year. Still, Dutch Bros' exit is a symbolic blow in Oregon. Thank you, Democrats. Don't let listen, I know it's hard to listen to that when I say that, but we have to call a spade a spade. We have to call out the real problems. If we try this whole unite with Democrats and unite, yes, unite with your neighbors and America and your friends that don't like, and people that you meet in public that don't share the same political view as you. Yes, but you need to call out what is destroying our state. Be bold and call it out. Hey man, if you have to tell your friend, listen, I love you, and let's go get lunch and let's have a good time. But the people that you are voting for are bringing the state to its knees. They are crippling the state. And so it's the first large homegrown company to emerge in the state for many generations with a market capitalization of $11.8 billion. And Dutch Bros trails only Nike among Oregon's most valuable businesses. If this is not a wake-up call, I don't know what will be. To support the next phase of Dutch Bros growth, we're relocating additional roles to our new Phoenix office and making strategic changes to the structure of several teams, says the Dutch Bros told the Portland Business Journal. And then says bringing more people, the Dutch Bros says, bringing more people together will allow us to better serve our customers and crews across the country. The company said, with these changes, the Phoenix office will become our official HQ. And so founded as a single Grants Pass coffee cart in 1992, Travis Boersma and his late brother Dane, Dutch Bros sells energy drinks, coffee, and other beverages in drive-through stands across the country. It opened its 1,000th drive-through in March and hopes eventually to have 7,000 eventually. Dutch Bros annual sales growth from 240 million just 5 years ago to 1.3 billion last year. The company forecasts another 22% growth in 2025. Man, they are taking off. They are taking off. And you notice, let's see if the Oregonian is going to actually tell the truth here. Okay, so state economic development officials didn't respond Wednesday morning to inquiries about Dutch Bros move. Dutch Bros has 18,000 employees, most of them working through the drive-through stands, another 8,000 at franchise locations. It wasn't immediately clear whether Dutch Bros plans to relocate or lay off any of the remaining workers at its current headquarters in Grants Pass. The company didn't immediately respond to requests for more information. Nothing about why they didn't. This is why you come here. This is why I do what I do. This is why I have a job. Because the media isn't telling you the full truth anymore. They're not telling you the full truth. Not one word about Oregon's horrific business environment in this entire article. Not one word of it. They'll probably mention it again in a later article and bury it. But in this initial article, you would think that they would mention that Oregon has the cat tax and Oregon is ranked this with corporate taxes, and it's not business friendly because of all the freaking taxes that the Democrats have decided to impose on businesses as a privilege of doing business in Oregon. Oh, the privilege, really. So Starbucks, so just to show you how much Dutch Bros is killing it right now, check out this post. It says, Starbucks is brewing trouble, long lines, slipping experience, flat stock. Enter Dutch Bros, a rising fan favorite with the stock that outpaced Starbucks last fall. Could Dutch Bros be the next coffee king? If you look at the graph right here, this is Starbucks and Dutch Bros stock prices from July 2024 to today. And look at the difference. The yellow is Dutch Bros. I mean, just killing it. They're just killing Starbucks, you know? And you might ask why. I think because their branding is on point. There's something about going to a Dutch Bros. It's the user experience where you're always going to get greeted with a smile. You're always going to get greeted with great customer service in addition to great drinks. That's why people go there. They have this new protein drink that I get. And no, they're not paying me, but they have this new protein drink that I get. And I get it all sugar free, just tons of options. And plus they don't have the bad press that Starbucks has of, Starbucks employees, being these woke employees, these crazy far leftist, crazy woke employees. They don't have that stigma on them. Right. And so if you look at Dutch Bros, man, they have really exploded. I mean, they used to just be on the West Coast. They used to just be like, and then they went into Arizona. Now they're all over the U.S., man. Idaho, Utah. If you see this map right here, let's blow it up bigger. So Idaho, Utah, Nevada, they've gone into Colorado, they've gone into New Mexico, Texas, all the way to Florida. They're all the way in Indiana. I mean, they are going to be everywhere. And they're the new Starbucks. They're blowing up. How tragic is this, that this started in Oregon? This is something we're supposed to be proud of, that we are proud of, and that our own state today can't even keep these guys here. God knows why Nike continues to do what they do. Maybe because they're getting such good deals with the sweatshops over in China. I don't know. So here are all the major retailers that have closed in just the city of Portland last year. There's been Starbucks that are closing. There's Cracker Barrel that closed. Cracker Barrel's terrible anyways. Walmart are literally closing stores throughout all of Oregon and just saying, we're not opening up any new ones. They're closing. There's actually, you can't find a Walmart in Portland right now.
Yeah, I think they closed all of their locations in Portland, citing like theft, crime, and just so much loss of money.
The biggest retailer in the world.
All their Portland locations. The only ones are here, like suburbs and stuff.
You see REI leaving. Nike left Portland. I mean, Target, all of these big name stores leaving the city of Portland. And there's been so many other businesses that have just left Oregon or expanded outside of Oregon, Intel being one of them. Intel is based here in Oregon, and they've decided to, they made the decision a couple years ago. I think they maybe went back on it. I don't know. We got to check that. Can you check that right now, actually? Intel decided to expand elsewhere than here in Oregon. And I think they may have took that back, but you just see how these businesses are just like so done with the Oregon landscape. Well, you're like, well, what are you talking about, David? What do you mean high taxes? The corporate, go ahead.
Yeah. So I remember hearing that they were, Yeah. I remember them saying that they were expanding in Arizona because there's so much land there. They're like, I think they want to build factories down in Arizona. And it says that they're building stuff there, New Mexico and Ohio, as well as Oregon. Yeah. So they're investing all over, but they are expanding outside of just here in Hillsboro.
So how high are the? Sorry, I had allergies. I'm dealing with them. Like my head just inside of my head just itched. How high are corporate income tax rates in your state? Look at Oregon, man. They rank 15th. As 15th highest at 7.6, right behind 8.84 California at number 6. Look at all the blue states that are the ones that are all unbusiness friendly. You got Illinois, you got Minnesota, you got New Jersey over here, Maine, all of these states that rank in the top for the highest corporate income taxes. And look at Arizona, which is where Dutch Bros just announced they're going to. They rank 37th. I mean, and they don't have the cap tax. Oregon has this CAT tax, this corporate activity tax, that when I talk to business people around Oregon and I talk to business owners, man, the number one thing that comes up is, can we get rid of the CAT tax? It is crippling us. Some guy just told me he owns a car dealership. He's like, I just paid like hundreds of thousands of dollars for the CAT tax. Just the CAT tax. It's an extra tax on businesses. And if you don't know, we'll just read off what the corporate activity tax is here. It's an annual tax established in 2019, passed by Kate Brown, passed by the legislator. Applicable to tax years beginning on after January 2020. The CAT tax is imposed on taxpayers for the privilege of doing business in Oregon, the privilege of high crime and low safety and homelessness. Yeah. The CAT is not, so I want you to understand with this story, it's not just Portland and Eugene, it's Oregon that the Democrats are destroying. It's Oregon because the Dutch Bros, their headquarters are in Grants Pass, Oregon. That is a red area down there in Southern Oregon. The CAT is not just a transactional tax such as a retail tax, nor is it the income tax. So this is another article that Oregon is losing thousands of potential jobs and billions in potential private investment as businesses increasingly choose to expand outside the state, citing concerns about high taxes, regulatory burdens, and unfavorable business climate. According to a new report, this was commissioned by the Business Oregon. The study conducted by the University of Oregon's Institute for Policy Research and Engagement surveyed nearly 400 traded sector businesses and found that while many factors include location decisions, significant push factors are driving investment away from Oregon. We're hearing anecdotes, stories about businesses leaving the state of Oregon, expanding elsewhere, investing elsewhere, said Damon Rundberg, an economist with Business Oregon. And we want to know the magnitude of this problem. The report identified key factors pushing businesses out, including Oregon's regulatory, climate, tax policies, high wages relative to other areas, the cost of housing and land, and general concerns about the business climate, including social issues like homelessness. While businesses across the various sectors are being recruited by entities like states like Texas, Idaho, Washington, and California, manufacturing has been a particular focus. Rundberg noted that Oregon's manufacturing sector is currently considered to be squarely in a manufacturing recession, adding that the idea that we are losing business investment when it comes to some of these manufacturers to outside entities really drives home the concern that we have an industry we have for this industry within the state. Workforce challenges, particularly availability, also emerged as a concern for pushing businesses elsewhere. So you're hearing it right here, guys. We have these crazy taxes in Oregon. We have these taxes for climate change, in addition to them wanting $20 an hour minimum wage, $15 the paid family leave, all of this stuff that they're passing for workers' rights. Meanwhile, it's just like people are just taking advantage of those policies. You have the high tax, the CAT tax. I mean, and then Democrats, they want to just tax more and more and more. Meanwhile, our education, our roads, everything is in shambles here in Oregon. Where's the money going? Okay, so it says right here in the CAT frequently asked questions that we extracted from the state of Oregon. How will the funds be spent? All revenue is dedicated to education.
How ironic.
The single largest share of resources for 2019-2021 will be transferred to the state school fund to pay for education systems. This is so crazy because we just did a video and showed you that the graduation rate has gone down since this came in. And our kids' test scores are some of the worst in the nation. So why are we having businesses pay the CAT tax again? Like why? And they just want more money. They want more money.
Sounds like someone might be pocketing some money somewhere.
We need Doge in Oregon, don't we? Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, this is egregious. I mean, not only do you see, like, we're starting to reveal the problems here in Oregon. We're starting to reveal just how this isn't just about like riots and just like, you know, surface level things. This goes deep and comes full circle. Our transportation system here in Oregon, our roads are in shambles. We have never ending construction. And the Democrats, the Democrats' solution to that, because they are incompetent and can't budget right and can't manage projects right, is to tax us more and give them more money when they're already mismanaging the money that they're currently getting. And then you're seeing the education. We did another video on it. Go look at the other video. We rank among the bottom of the barrel in the nation in education and reading, writing, and math. Our test scores, our graduation rate's horrendous, even though we got rid of the graduation requirements 2 or 3 years ago. And this corporate activity tax that came in 1920 or in 2019 is going to education, and it's nothing to show for it. Nothing to show for it, but we're going to keep chasing off companies like Dutch Bros. It's disgusting. Kids, once you go to college and you start studying just the basic level economics, you're going to see how bat-ass crazy and incompetent the Oregon Democrats are. Let's change this, man. Like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me at Dave Medina PDX across all social media. I love you guys. We'll see you on the next one.